What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Ray's Place. If you're new channel, remember subscribe, do all that great stuff. Alright, yo, today we are gonna be rigging Kratos. I already have Kratos already set up, and I'm actually working on a project, so I just figured I'll show you guys my process of getting this character to life or bringing him to life. So let's begin. I'm just gonna pause my render right here. And as you can see right here, I already combined all my meshes, so I can have it easily. Actually, this is the beard. You do also want to combine the beard because that would likewise affect the. So I just combined that. So let's see how that works for us. All right. Okay. So we are gonna be using the character tool here. So put that here, and then we'll use the advanced beep. Go to spine. When we click that, we see that this is way too small. So what I can do is just to reduce it back to 1. Alright. Okay, so now we're in the perfect size. And the character, we are going to go to object, click on the root. Oh, we already have that already. And then we go to the spine. I'm gonna use the FK bendy, and then the legs only. And we are going to use the hands. Obviously we want some thumbs. Now FK versus IK, I feel like the IK thumbs are just easier, or should I say faster, as compared to the FK thumb where it's like manually you have to do that. So anyways, it's your choice, but I'm going to explain the difference between FK and IK in just a quick second. Let me rig this real quick. Alright, so make sure the fingers are like 5. If your character has more than 5 fingers, good luck, buddy. Just put it out there. Okay, so need one more. Boom. Alright, so we gotta add in a scapular. For some reason, it's the way this rigging process works. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we are done. We can now begin to arrange our joints to the body. So let's go and adjust. I usually start off with the chest area and just sort of move it up, So I just move the chest area up to this part here, and then this is sort of the hips. You can move that up too. Now be careful, because you really want to see the places that you want to see where the hips are, because of Kratos has a lot of meshes going on, and you can likewise go ahead to hide. Like for example, I'll just hide this, so hide polygon, so I can see clearly. All right, so you have that flexibility to do that, so that's a good thing. So now we can see clearly where the hips are. So probably upper. Boom. So I'm gonna save this. Always save your work here, because sometimes this system just crashes and you'd be like, shoot my life. Anyway, so that's the legs, and then the knees, then the down legs. So these are the shoulders. Basically the collar just should be just below the neck area. And then the shoulders, obviously you want to bring it down, but let's drag this scapula down. And the shoulders, I'll drag it down and then sort of rotate so I can match the elbows. I apologize here. So I'm just gonna mute that. Okay, so this is the wrist. We're just gonna drag the wrist down. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, we are almost. Now for some reason I really don't like where the fingers are located, because look, it's bent, so it's gonna be it's gonna take more time to do the fingers, unfortunately. So yeah, I can't tell you what to say. Alright, so we're gonna go to our side view. As you can see, this is not properly aligned, so let's just align that very well. And likewise, we can also increase the hips. Oh, actually, I'm going to hold down 7 just to increase the leg hip. So that is just moving that, this joint individually. So the knee should always be forward looking like this, just so that when the camera you have your character bend down, he's gonna like lean forward, right? So keep in mind for that. So we're gonna have this like this. That looks good. Okay, so let's fix this is the collar. Gotta drag it back. It's not looking where it is. Then I'm gonna hold down 7 and just drag this shoulders back too as well. And then you can see that the fingers are not in the right place, so we just rotate that. We can likewise check our top view to see what we're doing. As you can see, the elbow is not really in the right place too as well, so we just want to drag that back here. I think this is the okay no. Okay, the shoulders are in the right place. Cool. All right, yo, let's do the difficult part. Oh, by the way, let's look at the wrists. Before you start working on the finger, it's always important that you get the wrist position well, because if you want to change that, you gotta to affect the whole finger, so you can't move that in individually. For some reason you just can't. So always ensure that the wrist is where you want it to be, you know. Okay. So maybe I'm just gonna move it down a little bit. Yeah. All right, let's have a look one more time. That was good. I'm gonna save my work. I'm just looking around, yo. Okay, let's work on the fingers real quick. So I usually use the free 3D space just because it's kind of complicated using those perspective, you know. So it's very advisable you use the 3D space, although it might take a lot longer time, you know, depending on how fast you can go. Let's do the neck. So the neck, basically I am just going to lower this here and drag this like this, and so this is the neck. So we raise this up. Always put that neck joint to the middle, and then the head here I can't really see because of the beard, so I'm just gonna look for the beard. Let's look for the beard real quick. I should label my work. Okay. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna hide it. Yeah, and just like I suspected, it will be there. So let's bring the beard back, because Kratos looks weird without his beard. I'm just saying, look at the guy, man. Come on now. Alright, so let's drag this here to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with rigging. Now, I think the legs are a little bit too high, so let's just drop it down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. So now let's test what we have. Oh, by the way, the scapular, I almost forgot. We need to adjust that. So basically, we're gonna drag this down, drag this forward. Always put the scapular forward, you know, because when he moves his arm, you don't want this part to be affected. That's why we have a scapular. Anyways, let's rig. Let's rig real quick. So we are gonna go to binding, and then we're gonna drag the shoulders. So now this might take a little bit of time because of the high quality of my 3D model. Like this 3D model is really high, so you know it's gonna take time to sort of like get the weighting and all that. Now we can go under animate. So the first thing I like to do is just to add a walk and see how this is working. So as you can see, it does work nicely. Do not mind the way he is right now. It's just the way the system does for the working, which is really bad. Anyways, we don't want that, so we're gonna delete the C motion. All right, now let's go under let's go on that display. You want to go to controls. So I'm going to turn on my generators to see my controls. So obviously we are going to fix the controller so to have it look nice. So for some reason every time I have this, I'll show you guys what I mean. So as you can see, like this part here is dragging with this, so we'll need to fix that. See what I mean? And then we have the fingers here. So ladies and gentlemen, we have to redo this again, but like just to adjust. Okay, you don't have to do everything. So I'm gonna delete all this. So we're gonna go back to the adjusting tab. Yeah. So what we want to do is to sort of drag this scapular up, because I don't want that to, like, you know, and then drag to the side, because that was, like, you know, really affecting my. So the chest and the arms, I'm gonna just combine that together. Okay. So can have that together, and let's do it again. Just have to do it again. We are back. So I just did that. That took quite a while. So let's see what's going on. So we can still see this little bit of drag, but we can fix that easily. Well, as you can see that that hole here is gone, so we are looking good now. All right. So yeah. Now for some reason Cinema 4D does this error for me. I just don't know why, like that right there. So let's just fix that real quick. The easiest way to fix that is just to go to your joints, and then you want to head over to the right arm. I think it's just a typo or something. So I'm just gonna copy that weight and then go to my bendy 4 and then merge it. And so I'm going to go to bendy 5 and zero that out. Okay, so now that is just fixed. So it's not a big deal, it's just that I don't know why that happens, to be honest. So I'm going to save this. So let's see what's happening with the fingers. All right, so the fingers, that calls. Now even if that doesn't call the way you want it to, you can always like use the manual controls to do it yourself. So up to you. This calls nicely, yeah. So I'm not really worried about the fingers because it's very easy to adjust. It's just that we have some like lag in here, see what I mean? Just a little bit. We can fix that. So yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead to adjust our controllers. So this is the spine. This is right here. So I think I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. I'm gonna hold down 7 to raise it individually, and then I'm gonna stretch this out too. Bring it here, and then this too. I'll just stretch it out and bring it here. Maybe we can have this like just go down a little bit, just so I can easily click on it. Right. Alright, so the neck, we are gonna stretch that out too as well, and then yeah, that is okay. Oh, by the way, we also want to stretch the torso, yeah, just so we can have it to be clickable. And then there's one more joint, which is the pelvis. I'm gonna drag it down here and just stretch it out. This is just to, like, you know, give you the flexibility to easily click on your controls, right? Alright, so let's save this. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna go to animate. Now I usually use the FK mode, because I feel like the FK is much more better for me and more realistic. So like for example, you see that the IK, which is inverse kinetics, you can only move this, and so if you move this like this, you have to come here and adjust, or you move the elbow. So I don't really like doing that, to be honest. I just prefer the FK mode, so I'm gonna use FK. But people do combine, people do combine that as well. Like, it's your choice, man. But to me, I like using FK mode. I just find it easier for me, because I was using the IK mode in the past, and honestly, I was really going back and forth, adjusting the elbows. It was annoying. If you are doing a fight scene, it's better you use FK mode. But maybe like a talk, just a talk, and your character is basically not doing much, then probably IK will work better, because IK is faster. Okay, so we are just gonna adjust that. That looks good. So ladies and gentlemen, our character is ready to get animated, and yeah. So let's just test the controls here. So this bends down. As you can see that when he bends down, he's leaning forward. So that's sort of what we wanted to get, right? And this is him basically if you want Kratos to dance. But mostly I use this if he's working, just to like have him move the lower parts. And then we have this part where you bend, and then you have this part where you bend too as well. Then you have the upper part where you bend as well. And so the FK modes like this, you just move it individually, and then you do this. So it's really interesting. And for example, you can have the FK follow the shoulders. So what this means is that if you move your arms, so this is going to happen like that, rather than it staying in the same place. So ladies and gentlemen, that is way better. So I would advise to use the FK. Just try it out, if you're just wondering or curious like how it is. So this is the neck. Now the neck, you can use this method to move your neck, or you can only use this by clicking the follow chest, raising that to 100, and then that will move as well. You can put it to 50 if you want, but I don't see why you should do that though. I just don't see. Just put it at 100, and then you can squash or stretch your neck if you want some sort of cartoony like effect. And then this color, I don't normally use it, so basically it's mostly when I'm walking, like doing a walk circle. I just move it a little bit, Say for example, if Kratos got punched on the chest, just a reaction, boom, Anyways, so let's go to the leg area. Now the leg area, you can also use the FK, but I advise you use the IK, because the leg basically is just him. Like if you do this, so everything just moves, so it's just much easier. I don't see why you should use that part. We're missing that, so I just brought it back. So we also have some controls for the legs. Like for example, we have this foot up, boom, and then you have the knee twist, and then we have the ball rock, and then we have the clean up. So ladies and gentlemen, you can just go in, have some fun, and learn about animation, have fun, figuring out what we really want to do. So yeah, that's basically this tutorial. I hope you guys learned something. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to show you guys more work as I go on, because I do have, I do plan on experimenting with Kratos very well. So you guys can stick around for that if you want by subscribing, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Take it easy, and we are out of here.